Hey Kyle, thank you for your patience. We've had sort of a crazy time here. I had to do this. We had an emergency bathroom renovation, and it kind of derailed everything. So I'm finally getting back to it. Here's this prismatic of yours that you got from the Far East, and it is. I mean, the dial is beautiful. I can see that the day wheel is up and kind of misaligned. So there's something going on there. I can see that the case has been polished. Clearly. Here's the thing, though, that I'm really looking at. By the way, I'm guessing on the lift angle. 53 is a pretty standard lift angle for Danny, who made this. I'm not sure that that's the lift angle for this, but for these high beats, that's what I use, and that gives me a good thing. It's running really, 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 really weakly. 163 is really super duper weak. I just rebuilt another very, very, very similar model to this one just last week, and it was cruising in the 270s. This is like, it's barely running. The feeling I usually get when I see watches like this that are externally treated like this, where they've been polished and then kind of been made pretty and that kind of stuff, and then I see these kind of numbers, I typically expect that the movement is going to be pretty rough. So it's up to you. I know you had talked about just wanting to have this day wheel, so the day wheel worked. That's fine. We can certainly talk about my doing that. And it is, while it's running weakly, it's not running inaccurately, and you'd probably keep it as a pretty decent timekeeper if you didn't want to service it. If this were my watch and I had unlimited time, I would probably service it. But servicing a high beat is a real serious undertaking. And it's a fairly serious investment, and I don't know if you want to make that investment. So you tell me. I can go in and I can pull the hands on the dial and just try to correct this day wheel so that it works properly. Or we can talk about doing, the full servicing if you want this thing to run a little better. But I will tell you, when I tend to open up watches that are probably what this is, the movements tend to be pretty rough. I'm not saying that that's what's the case here, but it's just, that's really low. That's really, really low. And these, unlike Suwa products, a lot of these higher end Danny products do not respond well to being mistreated. And so often I will find that these require a ton more extra work and usually parts. So it's up to you. You let me know what you want to do.